Hi, this is Michael from Digital Product Pro, and in this video, we're going to be covering guest post for SEO. And before we begin, I wanted to let you know that this video is part of a full SEO tips playlist. You can find the link to that playlist in the description of this video. So with that said, let's begin. So what are guest posts? Guest posts are when you reach out to another website owner and offer to submit a valuable piece of content. Now, it's important to remember that some of these are free and some can be quite expensive. Now, this completely depends on how much traffic the website owner gets on a monthly basis. Now let's cover why you want to use guest posts. Well, first off, they provide links that point back to your site. And in turn, that helps build your backlink profile. And that results in you getting a better trust flow with Google, which means you're going to have a better chance of ranking for the keywords that you're already trying to rank for on your site. Second, readers of the guest post could become your client or customer. Now, just to let you know, personally, I primarily build guest post links for the first option to build the backlink profile, but don't think that you can't directly get business right from the guest post. Now let's focus on how to write a guest post. First off, value is everything. You need to write content a reader will appreciate and learn from. I personally recommend around 300 to 500 words minimum, but it really depends on the website owner and their guidelines. Link diversity is also very important. What I personally recommend is one keyword anchor, one naked URL, and your NAP info, meaning your name, address, and phone number. Now, most site owners will allow you to input all this information, but everybody's different. The website owner, they own the site, they make the rules. Now let's take a look at two live examples of real guest posts. Now you can see the first one here is on a site called Thrive Global. You see at the very top here. And this is for a client of mine. As you can see, the title of this post is Memoir Planning as a Baby Boomer. 5 easy tips to help you get started on your memoir. Okay, I'm going to scroll through this post and give you an idea of how long it is. Okay, we have a few paragraphs up here, and this is all about helping to write your memoirs. Okay, as I scroll through here, as you can see, she hits on topics of, review your book goals, get timeline of a project, traditional versus self-publishing, marketing, visualize your book, all very valuable content for someone looking to write their memoirs, right? And look what we have at the very bottom. Here's Anna Starnes, PhD. She's a client of mine. This is a post with a keyword anchor. As you can see, business and memoir ghostwriter. Here's the keyword anchor, right? And here's the naked URL, right? Like I'd mentioned previously in this video. So when I click on here, business and memoir ghostwriter, you'll see that that will go directly to the site, right? As you can see, it lines up perfectly. I'm going to go back and show you that someone coming from here, right, that wants help with their memoir, writing their memoir, targeting baby boomers, right? We have the naked link here too. So if they were to go over to the site, it's really a perfect bridge. Okay, so that was an example. This one was an example of a free post. As you can see, that gives you a good idea of how long this was. It's a pretty lengthy post because we want to give, real value here. Okay, now here's an example of one that was actually paid. Okay, this is on a site called Passive Income MD. Now this site is targeting doctors who want basically, passive income. This client of mine, he reached out to them for a guest post, and what the site owner did of Passive Income MD, he has an option where he went through an interview process, and this whole article is based on an interview with, as you can see here, the disability doc, and that's the name of his company. He offers disability insurance for physicians, right? So this is a perfect match, right? Passive Income MD. All the people who visit this site, Passive Income MD, the vast majority of, or all of them, are doctors, are medical doctors. So they're looking for information on this site. And one of the types of information they're looking for is insurance, right? What's the best insurance as a doctor? What do I need? How do I get the best insurance? How do I get the best rates? So Chris here was very smart to reach out and do an interview. I don't recall the exact price it was, but I do believe this was definitely a paid one because this site is very targeted and gets a lot of traffic. So you can see here, he went through an interview process, the site owner asking him questions, his background, and basically leading into how he would be a great option for doctors reading this. For Chris here, who owns the disability doc, for him to provide them with an insurance solution, right? And as we get to the bottom of the post, as you can see, this is a pretty lengthy post. He went through a pretty extensive interview here. And as we get to the bottom, you see a branded link here. Now, every website owner is different. Some allow naked URLs and keyword anchors. This one is what's called a branded keyword anchor, meaning the business name. So when I click on this, the disability doc, this will go to the actual disability doc website. So I hope that makes sense to you, the difference between those. Like I said, this one, was paid because it's more of an detailed post that went into a full interview of the actual website owner interviewing Chris. And the one I showed you before was more of submitted without actually having a one-on-one with the site owner. So hopefully by looking at these two posts, you have a better idea of how guest posts work. So now that you've seen those live examples, let's talk about how to get a guest post. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is do a Google search for your keyword. I don't know what your keyword is, but just whatever your business niche is, plus blogs. You're gonna find a ton of results, and you really just have to go one by one and look at each site you get through the results and make a decision on, is this a good fit? Would this be a good fit for me to submit valuable content to and possibly get a backlink to your site, or possibly get business directly from the site? And be aware that not everyone will respond to you. Some of these sites, especially the ones that get a huge amount of traffic, they get people submitting for guest posts, on a daily basis. So don't be offended if you don't get a response. Guest posting, if you're not paying for them, of course, you can't expect a response for everyone. If you are trying to do something for free, there's really not a huge incentive for the business owner to get back to you right away. But if you're paying for it, that's a different story. Thanks so much for watching this entire video. I really appreciate it, and I hope it helps out your marketing. If you'd like my personal help to rank your business website on the first page of Google for the keywords that your ideal customers are searching for every day, then please don't hesitate to give me a call. My number is 949-233-6861. I also highly encourage that you visit my website, which is digitalproductpro.com, which you can find in the description below. Thanks so much, and I look forward to connecting with you.